DBSCG things.
What's up, Yuhp gang? It's your boy Taxon, and welcome back to Yuhp DBSCG Things. Today I'm bringing you another exciting deck profile. This is going to be the Undefeated from our locals this weekend, Blue Yellow Soul Striker. But before we get into the deck, guys, I do want to say if you want any custom mats and or sleeves, absolutely check out ProMats, guys, the best place to go get your card needs. Link will be in the description below for you guys to go check them out. And also, as you can see now on the screen, they are holding a monthly tournament, second weekend of every single month. Great prizing here, guys. You can get TCG medals leaders and also some ProMat mats. So absolutely check the link in the description below to go into the Discord and get more information on this tournament. And also, guys, if you like this deck profile or my content in general, guys, consider hitting those buttons for me, like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a video. And with that being said, guys, let's turn this camera around and show you the deck.
Alrighty, you guys, so here we are with this week's Undefeated 4-0 VSA playing Soul Striker. Show us what you got, homie.
Alright, Barber, I'm playing Soul Striker today. I was about to play Elkris, but I just felt like I was going to bring something a little less strong, so this is my version of a fun deck. Some people don't think it's very fun, but I do. Let's get into the deck. You know what Soul Striker does. Front side, draw a card or restand an energy on attack. Back side, awaken, draw 2 cards when you got a Unison player at 4 life. Swing, restand 2, draw 1. Another reason why I play this deck is because I got everything like almost max rarity, so I have to play it now. I'm more of a red player, but this is cool. 4D Magic, yeah, they're pretty. Standard, I don't think you really need to say much more about D Magic, Sparking Negate. We got the 4 Sensu Beans. Sensu Bean, another card, standard, not much to say about it. I could just run this because it's really pretty. Like I said, this is like a little fun deck of mine, so like I just like to make it as good looking as possible. Mafuba's good for like big boss monsters, especially in this upcoming next set, set 16. You got those Secret Rare Vegetas and the 8-drop Gokus. If you Mafuba them, you just kind of stop what they want to do. Obviously, I'm going to run Baby Hatch. If I own it, I'm going to run it in any blue deck, period. My Unisons that I run for 3 drops, I do 3 of the Gogeta. Gogeta, 20k, dual attack. You can -1, choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards, send them back to hand. Dual attack 20k, never bad. Great setup for turn 3. Oh, and then he also has an added effect that I got somebody today. Sometimes when people get really frustrated, they forget about his effect of having a Saiyan in rest mode, and your leader can't take damage. So in tournaments, like, I don't let people take that back. Normally I would, but I think it's just a cool little trick that you get up your sleeve in blue if somebody misplays. I run 2 of the Baby. Baby's good just if you don't see this. He's going to stay on board. He's going to have 5 markers. He's going to keep plussing markers, and then when you're ready to go off, you can -5. Your leader gets double strike, 15k, and you're able to play counters from hand by pitching 2, which you'll see I run the 8. Best Unison for blue. Not much to say about this. Majin Buu, double strike blocker, 20k, +0, draw a card at the end of the turn, you restand an energy. And then -1, you can, when your opponent attacks with a battle card, you -1, bottom deck anything that's not buried. With the Unison, you got to run the counterplay. God Seal, one of the best counterplays in the game. Not much to need to say about that. Just have a Unison of 2 markers on it. Trunks Prospect. A little iffy on this card. I feel like it's just in the deck if I need it. If I don't have it, I feel like it's not detrimental to winning the game, but it's just there if I need to stop big bodies. Plus, it's pretty. I do a 2-2 split on my super combos. I do 2 of the Vegeta. Some people like Zeno. I like Vegeta just because I like to have more options to draw from my deck. So yeah, Vegeta, bottom deck, draw 2. Nothing much to say about that. I'm playing a rival deck, so I play 2 Zamasus just to keep consistency on my arrivals. It also does a lot of work against aggro decks, so you can tap down their leader or a battle card. And you don't have to be at 4 life to use that one. Standard, 4 draw monkeys. Gotta have 4 draw monkeys. It's Soul Striker. This is probably, if Bandai's listening to this video, I think one of the most broken things about Soul Striker is the leader has the ability to restand 2 on Awaken. So essentially, like their turn 2 play, they're going to draw 2. And then every time after they have a draw Yuhp in their drop, they're going to just tap 2 to draw it basically for free by restanding their leader. Or restanding the energy with the leader. So I just feel like that's one of the most broken interactions in the deck. So Bandai fixed that. I run this guy. I really like this card. You have 3 energy. He's a 1-drop, draw a card. He's got deflect. He's a blocker. He's a 15k. I like to couple him with this guy. I swing with him just so that they have to worry about getting him off the board before they can do damage to my leader because the unison is just a little harder to remove. My extra combos for Arrival, I do 1 of the Goku hit, 2 of the hit rapid movement. Self-explanatory. Hit rapid movement, I feel like is a little better. This card is just there if I need to put an extra crit, which I might just go to 3 on this. I find myself playing this more than that. And then just the extra combos for Arrival for free, as long as you have a multicolor in the energy. I'm glad this card got errated, but it's still very, very good. You can stop boss monsters with deflect by tapping them down and drawing a card. In my final match, I got to tap down a 17 and draw a card, so that card is very, very strong. So having this as a counterplay is just really, really good. Damasu, not much to say. And then I do run the new U6 package. I run 4 of the Vegeta Kaba. This card is very, very good. 1 blue or 1 yellow, you can Arrival it in, as long as you have a blue or yellow in the combo. He's going to bottom deck a card that is in rest mode that's 4 or less, and he's dual attack 19k, so he's very good for early game aggression against unisons, or if you're just trying to put a little bit more pressure on. Probably the most broken card in the deck, besides the Draw Monkeys.
I convinced you to get a box.
Kefla, she is one of my favorite blue-yellow cards ever. 3 for Arrival, 2 blue, 1 yellow. She's gonna come in. She's gonna bottom deck anything, ignoring barrier, and then you have a limit 1 where you can pitch a card and give it dual attack. And if it's the same card, you draw 2 and tap an energy down on your opponent. So I love this card. You can play this offensively, defensively. One of the things about playing against blue-yellow now is it just has so many tricks up its sleeve, and then going into the next set, you get the new Goku. So all these cards are just going to stifle your opponent and make you have to think on both turns. I run 2 of the Goku Black. I think this card is just stupid good. Yeah, they can counter it, but they have to counter everything in my deck. Kefla is probably the scariest target, so they're waiting for that. He comes in for 4. Play your little shadow tokens. Shadow tokens become blockers or 10k attackers, or you can just combo them. So in one of my games, I was playing blue-yellow Kaba. I had a bunch of these guys on board. I feel like I could have killed them that turn, so I just started swinging with shadow tokens, and I ended up killing them. So.
Those are. How many more of the SPR charismatic villains did you need?
2 monkeys. This is the only card that's pretty much not max rarity in my deck. I'll be getting the winter monkeys this week. This card saved my butt in my finals game because I was playing that Gogeta ramp deck. You can't stop the 6-drop really with anything but that. So leaving 5 up when he was about to test that helped me probably do pretty well that game. He's a counter. If they try to negate or anything like that, you can tap 5, play it offensively. If they play anything on their turn that you don't want, you can just tap 5, put it back to hand, and then get rid of another threat and draw a card. And then if you do have Baby on board and you -5 him, he's the best target to pitch to and play for free. I play 1 Kale. If I do make it to later turns, I do have just a couple of cards that I like to finish out with. She clears the board, ignoring barrier, dual attack, double strike. She does have deflect, and then her first ability, you can choose all your opponent's battle cards. Energy costs 3 or less, put them at the bottom of the deck. And then, what is it? You can place 1 card from the top of your deck under your leader. So that part doesn't matter. You just use her for a board clear. I play against a dude named James. Shout out James. You've really opened my eyes how really good this deck is, testing the last week. So that's another reason why I picked it up today, just to kind of learn the ins and outs for my future testing. My 6-drop play is the only good play. Like, if you have this card in hand, Bandai, please ban this card. Like, I'm just saying, like, this card gives bad players the option to win. You can have every answer to stop your opponent from them killing you, and if they drop this, you literally just lose the game unless you're playing blue or yellow and you have the counter for it. So, I don't know. I just think he's just too strong for what the meta wants going forward, and that's just my personal opinion. Fu's too strong. But I did win a game with him today. Last card I played in the deck, Android 17. Never cast it once. I'm probably going to take it out of the deck, but he's there just for weird grindy matches. Like, only reason I put this card in is I have a friend named Joey. He plays Beerus, where you got to play like 16 energy to tap and win, or he plays that Wheeze thing. So this just stops them from getting anything off, really, because you just rip their hand when they're about to play something. And that's the deck, Soul Striker.
Alrighty, so what were your matchups today?
Round 1, I played Invoker, which was kind of strange. I never thought I'd see that deck. Yeah, so he got Vegeta out turn 3. I held up my end defensively, so when he went to go swing with Leader, which I don't think this guy had many games with Invoker because you're not supposed to swing with that deck, but he swung with his Leader. I ended up seeing that he did have one energy open, but this week I've been learning that sometimes just the gamble is the right play. So I arrived in a Kefla, and he didn't have the Royal Condemnation or whatever, so I got to bottom deck his Vegeta. It's pretty much GG's from there. Round 2, I played Blue-Yellow Kaba. Again, very good grindy matchup. I think his biggest misplay was not protecting his Unison turn 2, so I just turn 2, swung with Leader, comboed in the blue-yellow, arrived Kaba Vegeta, took out his Unison, and then he just had kind of troubles keeping up with the rest of the game. Round 3, I played green. What is it, that Burst Goku guy? What's the proper name of that guy? Clash Coup. Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out Devin for that deck. Clash Coup. I played one of the Yuhp guys. He did what he could, man. I mean, the deck does things. I just feel like blue is pretty good against green. So he did try to do like a hand destruction method, but like I said, this deck draws so much for free, it's stupid. So just ended up counterplaying a lot of his little guys that were trying to play big guys. He did get the SS3 Goku off, the 5-drop, and he took care of like my whole board and my Boo Unison in like 2 cards, which was sweet. So I was like, wow, that was a really good card. I didn't expect that. And then next turn, I think I just Kefla'd it or something like that. So, and then in my finals match, it was me and Taxon, boy. Yeah, we had a good grindy match. Unfortunately, Gogeta ramp. I feel like when I have the 5-drop Ape, it's just a little bit harder to get around it. If I didn't have that card, I think it would have been a better match for him.
Absolutely. Any final shout-outs you want to do?
Just shout out to VSA. They've been helping me out a lot with my testing. I think this is our year coming up. Yeah. We got a couple new players. Nathan Hoyt's on our team now. One of the best control players. So shout out Nate. Thanks for joining the team. Shout out Frank for everything you do for the team. Shout out Kenny. We've been really grinding out some cool set 16 decks and figuring out what we're going to play next. I'm the red player, so I got a deck for you guys when that comes out. Shout out Rod, and especially shout out James. You are the one that taught me this deck is really good. We put the ratios and found out how good it can be, and I think next set it just gets better. So if they don't do anything with this leader, this might be the next best leader.
Absolutely. And with that being said, guys, if you like the profile or my content in general, consider liking, subscribing, dropping a comment, and hitting that notification bell. We'll see you guys next week.
Later, guys.